It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBSports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
No stats out there for Legion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, very pleasant good evening to you all. Thanks for tuning in to WBCB Sports Network. The latest edition of the Mercer County American Legion League. We are live from Bob DeMeo Field at Veterans Park. Alongside Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. It's Broad Street Park. Taking on North Hamilton tonight. North Hamilton, the home team. The HIBOS, it's HIBOS night tonight, Fish. I know you're plenty familiar with the Hibernian Club over on Cruiser Road, but an exciting game for us tonight. Always fun when we're on a neutral site here at Bob DeMeo Field. And these two teams certainly familiar with each other from the high school season, bring it over now to the Legion about halfway through the year. And two teams playing pretty well right now coming into today's game.
Yeah, absolutely. North Hamilton is a they're on a mini, and they're now sitting in 6th place, which is the final spot. They want to. They got a game in. North Hamilton, you know, it's getting sort of the last third of the season, and they're a game behind, or they're one behind Allentown in the loss column, and they're 2 behind Bordentown in the loss column. And the later in the season it gets, the more important that loss column gets. They're coming into this game off of different scenarios. BSP's coming off a loss to Bordentown. AJ Zuccarelli had the team's only hit, and the HIBOS are coming off a 6-2 win over South Brunswick. Aiden Lippman, Shane Kost-Reby, and Chris Babkowski all had big offensive nights. Now, like we said, North Hamilton's won 7 out of 9, but 8 days ago, BSP took North Hamilton 2-0 as AJ Madalena pitched 6 scoreless innings and drove in the winning run. So North Hamilton's going to try and even up that season series, and then the two of them play again on Sunday. So, you know, we'll see, maybe that'll be a rubber game. Maybe BSP can win the series tonight. It's kind of interesting, North Hamilton, they've got 5 sets of brothers on this team. I don't know if that's good or bad sometimes. You never know how these brother rivalries go, but that's pretty fascinating. I don't see too many teams of any sport at any level with 5 sets of brothers. So 3 of them are starting tonight. 2 of the brothers that are each other's brother, and a couple other brothers are starting tonight. And, you know, this should just be a good game. It is HIBOS night. We're going to have the HIBOS bagpiper Colin Duffy come out and play God Bless America on the bagpipe, so we're looking forward to that. And we will have North Hamilton General Manager Bill Scannon on with us before the 3rd inning to talk about a few things. So, you know, beautiful night here at Veterans Park, and I'm looking forward to a good game. They're 2 township rivals. It's always a pretty good game. The last game was 2-0, so you know, we'll see how it plays out. It's really a big game for both teams. One trying to stay in the district hunt, the other trying to maybe win the division, win the league if possible.
Yeah, North Hamilton, you mentioned, and tied with Bordentown with 11 wins. Allentown, a win above them at 12-3. Allentown and Bordentown were supposed to play tonight over at Gilder Park, but that's, again, canceled because of the rain from last night, the last couple of days. So could be an opportunity for North Hamilton to jump and even up Allentown with 12 wins, the most wins in the Mercer County American Legion League. And the 7-7 Broad Street Park squad looking to get above 500. They've been playing well recently, winners of 4 of their last 5, but they did drop their last game to Bordentown yesterday, 8-2.
Yeah, I think Broad Street Park, I think they're just gaining a little chemistry now as the season goes on. They got guys from 5 different high schools. Allentown, and I think it might be Northern Burlington or one of those teams down in Burlington County, and guys from Nottingham. You know, they have guys from 5 different schools, so it takes a little while to get that, you know, chemistry built. Whereas North Hamilton, most of these guys were freshmen and sophomores that played JV for Nottingham. There's a few, you know, upperclassmen varsity players on the team, of course. But a lot of these guys, they didn't get a lot of high school action, but they got 16 of them were back, played Legion last year, so they have that Legion experience. So they're kind of riding on Legion experience, and BSP is now starting to get it together a little bit and clicking a little bit. So I think you're seeing 2 pretty good teams here, 2 upper echelon teams in the Mercer County League.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Capital Health System, Revere Restaurant, Team Toyota, Haldeman Ford, the Trentonian, the North Hamilton American Legion, the Italian People's Bakery, Soul Funeral Homes, and the Trentonian. First pitch coming up right around the corner. Stick with us after this quick break right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology offers great cosmetic dermatology featuring the latest technology in cosmetics, including Morpheus 8 for skin tightening and scars, ultraviolet A and B light treatment for psoriasis, eczema, and itching. Kessel Dermatology now offers Genesis and XLV laser treatments for wrinkles, facial discoloration, scars, and hair removal. Kessel Dermatology provides Botox and fillers. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford, Subaru, or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good! Hi, I'm Merrill Reese. Kessel Dermatology has a highly rated and award-winning dermatology team with over 130 years of collective clinical experience. They've been voted as the region's best dermatologist and doctor for 20 consecutive years. Over 1,500 five-star reviews from satisfied patients. Take care of your skin. Schedule an appointment with Kessel Dermatology.
Sports Network, and we'll turn it over to Colin Duffy of the Hibernian Club for America the Beautiful. First pitch right around the corner here at Bob DeMeo Field at Veterans Park. It's Broad Street Park, the visitors taking on North Hamilton. Alongside of Rich Fisher, I'm Andrew Myers. It's Matt Giuliano getting the start on the mound for North Hamilton. One half of the 5 pairs of brothers, or one of the 5 pairs of brothers for the North Hamilton squad. And here is the starting lineup for Broad Street Park that Giuliano will be facing. He'll be taking on his opposing pitcher, Chris Whalen, who leads off for Broad Street Park, followed by Anthony O'Rourke, the shortstop. The center fielder, A.J. Maddalena, rounds out the top 3 due up tonight in the top of the first inning. Then it'll be A.J. Zuccarello, the catcher, in the cleanup spot, followed by Daniel Tozzi, the first baseman, and Tristan Bonilla, the right fielder, batting 6th. At a bottom 3 in the order for Broad Street Park, it's Luke Harris, the second baseman, Colin Halonix, the third baseman, and rounding out the lineup, the left fielder, Tyrone Kruby. Broad Street Park is managed by Michael Glazewski. Eric Struble, the manager, head coach for North Hamilton. These two teams met 8 days ago on July 2nd, a 2-0 win for Broad Street Park. North Hamilton was held to just 2 hits in that game.
Yeah, A.J. Maddalena, he's all the way back from that Tommy John surgery, that's for sure. But will not be pitching tonight.
North Hamilton, who's 3-2 in their last 5 games, but they've allowed just 8 runs total in their last 5 games. And Matt Giuliano will be tasked with trying to keep the Broad Street Park back. Try to keep the bats quiet today. Giuliano, the right-hander, sets and deals. And the first pitch misses high. We are underway with a 7:06 first pitch at DeMeo Field.
Very professionally done there, pal.
Appreciate it. Saw a nice quick tap there. So look at the time real quick. 1-0 shot through the left side for a base knock. And Chris Whalen wasting no time trying to help his own cause with a leadoff single.
Chris Whalen, a Yardville resident, it says on when I saw the roster, but he went to Allentown High School, I guess, as a choice high school. I guess that's how it worked. I'm not 100% sure. Good athlete is Chris Whalen.
Anthony O'Rourke steps in, the shortstop. He takes a first pitch strike. Broad Street Park averaging just over 6 runs per game this year through 14. Swing and a miss at a pitch down in the dirt by O'Rourke.
That's a pretty hefty offense, 6 runs a game.
Yeah, compared to 5.6 per game for North Hamilton with that extra 15th game. 11-4 record for North Hamilton coming into tonight's contest. Broad Street Park at an even 7-7. 0-2 to O'Rourke. Just misses outside. Good take.
Mercer County, of course, has the brunt of the American Legion teams this year in the state.
Runner takes off of the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 3. Throw down the second, not in time from Chris Babkowski, the catcher. So Whalen swipes second base, but O'Rourke is retired on a strikeout.
Wondering if that was a straight steal or maybe a hit and run. I'm not sure.
O'Rourke did take a hack at the 1-2 pitch, but
either way, it worked out.
Yeah.
The runner got over.
Now A.J. Maddalena from the left side steps in with a runner in scoring position, takes a first pitch strike. Maddalena, one of the key bats for the Hamilton West Hornets this spring.
Matt Giuliano has had a pretty good summer on the mound. He's got a 1.34 ERA and 15 strikeouts. Not sure how many innings he's pitched, but whatever innings he has pitched, he's done a nice job. Been with the HIBOS since 2021. It's a long time.
Couple of experienced players on this North Hamilton team, and you talk about not just Giuliano, the rest of this pitching staff. They've been pretty solid this year. They allowed the second fewest runs allowed this season in the Mercer County standings. Just 52 runs allowed in 15 games.
Yeah, you do that, and that's why you're 11-4.
1-2, chopped foul down the first baseline. We'll do it again.
I'm sure Broad Street would like to bust out early against these guys after, as you mentioned, getting just 2 hits off A.J. Madalena the last time they played.
Giuliano again with the 1-2. This one put into play, right center field, tracking over to his left to make the catch is the center fielder Brandon Regas. Whalen will stay put at second base, and there's 2 away. A.J. Zuccarello follows A.J. Madalena in the order. Little run of Hamilton West Hornets here with Daniel Tazi on deck. First pitch misses high to Zuccarello. Giuliano, a couple looks at Whalen at second base. A hefty lead out there at second for Whalen. 1-0 misses outside to Zuccarello.
I'd like to welcome Anthony Familaro to our broadcast tonight. Anthony helping us out. Just graduated college. His mom, Lisa, is a fixture as a waitress at Rossi's Tavern and Rossi's Restaurant, I should say. His brother, Sal, a former wrestler at Steiner.
2-1 through the hole on the left side, past the runner Whalen, who's whipping around third base, and he's going to come in to score easily. 2-out RBI single off the bat of A.J. Zuccarello, and Broad Street Park strikes first. It's 1-0.
Just the mention of Anthony and the bats come alive.
RBI single for Zuccarello. Yeah, we're adding another Trent Thunder employee to our fold here at WBCB.
Yeah.
Joins me, Mike Warren. We have Ethan Maldonado as well, one of our engineers.
Anthony's in on everything. He's poking his head around everywhere.
2 down for Daniel Tazi, runner at first base. Broad Street Park with the early lead. Tazi swings and misses at the first pitch he sees.
Well, certainly things different for BSP tonight than they were last meeting. Already out on top 1-0.
Good pitch from Giuliano, catches the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-2 to Tazi. Giuliano trying to bounce back after that RBI single from Zuccarello. The 0-2 swing and a miss, powers it by him for strike 3. And that'll do it for Broad Street Park in the top of the first, but they grab the first run of the day. Chris Whalen with a leadoff single, and bringing him around to score is A.J. Zuccarello on a 2-out RBI knock. We head to the bottom of the first. North Hamilton getting their first at-bats of the day when we come back.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Don't forget, if you missed any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian, or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. 1-0 lead for Broad Street Park over North Hamilton. Broad Street Park wasted no time getting on the board in the top of the first. And now Chris Whalen, who scored that run for Broad Street Park, out on the mound to finish up his warm-up pitches before he faces the North Hamilton lineup, which reads as follows. It's Luca Gaglione, the right fielder, leading off, followed by Mike Septak, third baseman, and Chris Babkowski, the catcher. Top three due up in the order in the bottom of the first. Babkowski followed by Alston Wright, the second baseman, in the cleanup spot. Aiden Lippman, the shortstop, bats fifth. And the pitcher, Matt Giuliano, follows suit in the sixth hole. Brandon Regas, the center fielder, bats seventh. Nick Gaglione, the first baseman, is batting eighth. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Shane Cost-Reedy. 11-4 record for North Hamilton. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, 3-2 in their last 5. They had a 5-game winning streak from June 17th to June 25th. Really sparked the early portion of their season. In our game tonight, the lone game on the docket for the Mercer County American Legion League. Allentown and Bordentown were supposed to play, and their first pitch was scheduled for 5:45, but game got canceled due to some rain over the last couple of days.
Luca Gaglione, just a freshman. He's been HIBOS' most consistent hitter this summer. Batting .310. Well, he batted .310 for Nottingham, and he was all mentioned, all CVC. And he's in the starting lineup with brother Nick Gaglione.
.20 taken by Luca Gaglione in there for a strike. And not only is he in the lineup, he's leading off for this North Hamilton team.
Yeah, well, he had a good solid year as a freshman for Nottingham this year.
2-1, chopper to the right side. Picked up by Luke Harris, the second baseman, over to first in time to retire Gaglione. North Hamilton winners of their last two. 6-2 win against South Brunswick yesterday. And they had a blowout 12-1 victory over Princeton the game before that. Princeton sitting at the bottom of the Mercer County standings with a 2-14 record.
Mikey Septak, here's another guy that's went to Mercer this year, along with his former teammate Jordan Raba. And Septak's another one of those guys. He's been there for 5 years now. This is his 5th year with the HIBOS. Came up as a...
This one eats up the third baseman, Colin Halonix. Still long throw over to first base in time. Good recovery by Colin Halonix.
A very good recovery. Backhanded, booted it, and didn't really panic. Stayed with it. Looked and saw he still had ample time. Made a good, strong throw to get him out.
First two batters retired via a ground out. And now Chris Babkowski, the North Hamilton catcher, will step in.
Babkowski came to light for Nottingham this year. He had a tough collegiate season last year, and then he worked hard and turned it around, and excellent catcher.
One and one the count to Babkowski.
Babkowski headed for Alvernia College to play. Chris Whalen looking pretty sharp.
Strike away from a 1-2-3, bottom of the first, wasting no time, gets the sign. And he delivers the 1-2. That one misses inside, gets past the catcher, A.J. Zuccarello. That pitch overthrown by Whalen, but count even at 2-2, still has another ball to work with.
Come on, Chris.
Whalen pumps his leg. The 2-2 misses outside, well outside, not a competitive pitch. And the count runs full to Chris Babkowski.
We don't have stats for Whalen we don't have any stats for Broad Street Park for the Legion season, but in high school this year, Whalen was lights out. 0.95 ERA, 38 strikeouts in 36 2/3 innings.
Well, he certainly shows off the confidence on the mound of a guy who's going to have good stats to back it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Battling here against Chris Babkowski, though. After the foul ball in the 3-2, we do the payoff pitch again. This one shot down the left field line, hooking foul. Good contact from Babkowski, but he was just a little bit out in front of it.
Come on, Chris.
And we'll do the payoff pitch again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming to Babkowski. Now Babkowski having a word with the home plate umpire.
Looking at Babkowski's perfect game profile, says he's uncommitted. So I don't know what his plans are next year.
3-2, close pitch, misses low though. Good take from Babkowski. And he wins the battle.
Yeah, good at bat by Babkowski. I mean, he fell behind quick, 1-2 on the count, and battled back.
Yeah, looks like we got a courtesy runner for the catcher Chris Babkowski at first. Luke Formica will step in. So a 2-out base runner for North Hamilton, and the cleanup hitter Alston Wright stepping in. Wright swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Alston Wright will be a sophomore next year for the North Stars of Nottingham. Got a pretty decent run as a freshman in the spring, .317 batting average and 60 at-bats.
Yeah. He was actually at all honorable mention all CVC this year. This is his second year with the HIBOS. He played as an 8th grader last year and got a reputation for getting some big hits in key spots. I wouldn't call this a key spot, but it'd be nice to get a hit.
1-1 the count to Wright. Formica leads off at first. 1-1 breaking ball misses outside. Formica takes off now on the 2-1 pitch, misses high. Throw down to second base, leaks into center. Staying put at second base is Luke Formica. Pinch running for Babkowski.
Looked like a pretty good throw there by Zuccarello.
Yeah.
It looked like it was right on the bag.
I think maybe shortstop Anthony O'Rourke expected another bounce to come. And it kind of rolled on him instead and gets into center field. So a 2-out base runner in scoring position now for North Hamilton. Alston Wright in the driver's seat, 3-1. Whalen, couple of looks over at the runner at second. Now delivers the pitch home. Misses high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by Chris Whalen.
Well, kind of an underrated announcer's jinx, but ever since he went 1-2 on Babkowski, and I said he's looked sharp, he's given up 2 straight walks.
It took Whalen just 6 pitches to get through the first 2 batters of the inning. Pair of groundouts for Luca Gaglione and Mike Septak. And now a couple of walks issued to Babkowski and Wright. Aiden Littman up with 2 on and 2 away. He takes a first pitch strike. Littman rips this one into center field. It's going to get down for a base knock. They're going to send Formica around third base, and they're going to hold him up at the last moment. As it's a beauty of a throw from center fielder A.J. Maddalena.
That was a good throw, but it skirted through Zuccarello. So if they had sent him, I'm not sure what happened. Zuccarello went up in front of home plate too. So even if he'd have handled that throw, even if Formica had gone, I'm not sure how he would have done, in front of home plate to turn around and make the tag, but he didn't send him, so it's a moot point.
First pitch breaking ball to the pitcher, Matt Giuliano, in there for strike. Yeah, the arm was moving all the way until about that throw was released, and then stop sign was put up.
Yeah, it was a good throw, but it's kind of short hopped him. Whalen, of course, was backing up.
And this one gets away from Zuccarello up the first base line, and coming in to score is Luke Formica. We got a tie ball game.
Wow. Talk about 2-out lightning. Walk, single, wild pitch. Giuliano with a chance to knock in a few now. If he can get, had the chance last time too, but.
Right at third base now, Littman at second. This one ripped into right center field, another base knock. 1 run's going to come in to score. Littman around third. The throw home is not in time. 2-run, 2-out single off the bat of Matt Giuliano as he helps the cause. And it's now 3-1 North Hamilton.
Wow, unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Good piece of hitting by Giuliano. Didn't try to do too much with it, just went with it. Went to the, not completely to the right side, but to the right side of the bag. And they weren't going to catch Lippman.
Clutch piece of hitting for Matt Giuliano as he drives in a pair.
Yeah, for sure.
And North Hamilton answering right back after Broad Street Park scored a run in the top of the first. Still got to get one more out. This one a chopper to the left side. Picked up by O'Rourke, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. But not before North Hamilton strikes for 3 runs, all coming with 2 outs on the board. And the home team, North Hamilton, leads Broad Street Park through the first inning, 3-1.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
The Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. Drive by to smell that homemade bread made daily, or have them cater your next party or affair. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936. Today's game also brought to you by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your Hamilton community. It's Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all: new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford, here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. 3-1 lead for North Hamilton over Broad Street Park through the first inning.
Yeah, 2 has been the magic number. All 3 base run scoring hits have been with 2 outs in this game. Broad Street built its rally before there were 2 outs. North Hamilton did everything after 2 outs and the bases were empty.
Tristan Bonilla leads things off for Broad Street Park, takes first pitch ball. It was A.J. Zuccarello with the RBI single, driving in Chris Whalen in the top of the first for Broad Street Park. Bonilla, the starting right fielder today for Broad Street Park, takes a big hack at that pitch and misses it for strike 1. 2-1 count.
Tristan Bonilla, if one thing he can do, it's hit.
Giuliano delivers that one up and away. And Bonilla had in the count 3-1. First 3-ball count of the night for Matt Giuliano. He battles back with a strike as Bonilla fouls that one back. Tristan Bonilla, Luke Harris, and Colin Halonix, the 3 due up. Three-two, fouled straight back. We'll do it again.
Oh, I think I was thinking about somebody else besides Tristan Bonilla.
Bonilla steps out.
He's a pitcher more than a hitter.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss at Giuliano. Able to power that one past Tristan Bonilla for the 3rd strikeout of the day. Leadoff hitter retired as Luke Harris steps in. Takes the first pitch, breaking ball high. Broad Street Park started the season 0-3. They've won 7 of 11. Is this one a hot shot to the left side? Caught by the 3rd baseman, Mike Septak.
Bad luck, Luke. Smoked that ball right to him.
Yeah, good contact for Harris, but right spot, right time for Mike Septak.
Not to mention, Matt Giuliano is also at Mercer with Chris Raba and Mikey Septak. North Star trio over there.
1-0, swing and a miss from Colin Halonix, the 3rd baseman.
Giuliano had a really solid year on the mound his last season at Nottingham, his senior season. 3.29 ERA. He was a contact pitcher. Didn't strike out a lot. Didn't walk a lot. He was kind of a clutch pitcher for them.
Halonix to the left side, picked up by the shortstop Aiden Littman. Easy play for him as he fires it across the diamond in time to retire the side. A 1-2-3, top of the 2nd for Matthew Giuliano and North Hamilton. HIBOS lead it 3-1 halfway through the 2nd.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org.
Bottom of the second inning about to get underway here at Bob DeMeo Field at Veterans Park. 3-1 lead for North Hamilton over Broad Street Park. American Legion action on the WBCB Sports Network. And today's game is brought to you by Saul Funeral Home. Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at soulfuneralhomes.com. That's soulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes that you enjoy it.
Oh, I knew if I looked hard enough I would find it. Chris Whalen will be going to Moravian next year. He will pitch at Moravian. He was named Allentown's most outstanding pitcher this year. He was also an all-area linebacker. Really good athlete.
It's always nice to see the high schoolers who still stick it out and play multiple sports.
Oh,
I think that's such a big thing. Even if you're really good at one sport and you're probably going to go play it in college.
Yep. And the majority of coaches want to see that.
Yep.
I mean, there are those that are like they don't want you playing anything else because they're afraid you'll get hurt. But, you know, that's selfish. And, I mean, I kind of understand if a kid has a big-time scholarship, you know, to a D1 school, he might cut back on a few sports his senior year and just play his sport. But, you know, for the most part, let him play.
Brandon Regas retired on 3 pitches to open up the bottom of the second, and he appears to have injured himself on that last swing.
Was that Regas or Gaglione?
Oh, you're right. My bad. Gaglione. Regas with the last out, the fielder's choice to end the
Yeah, he looked like he
bottom
hurt
of
his
the
shoulder
first.
or something after that swing.
Yeah, immediately slouched over in front of the home plate, and now he's going to make his way over. Yeah, he's got his hand on his left shoulder.
He'll be looked at in the dugout. North Hamilton, coached by Eric Struble. Broad Street Park by former Hornet Mike Lazewski.
Keep an eye on Nick Gaglione after he injured himself on that swing. Out number 1. And first pitch ball to Shane Cost-Reeby. Three runs on just 1 hit. Well, technically 2 hits, but the run came on 1 hit for North Hamilton in the first inning. 2 RBI single for Matt Giuliano after a pass ball scored Luca Formica.
Yep. But it did take 2 hits to accomplish all that.
Yeah, Aiden Littman with the single before that.
I think you were okay to say that.
1-2 foul tip into the glove of Zuccarello for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Chris Whalen. He retires the 8 and 9 batters in the North Hamilton lineup.
Well, I'm not going to say anything about the way he's looked this inning. I don't want the kid to hate me.
Took Whalen 6 pitches to get through the first 2 batters of the first inning. Just 7 pitches for the first 2 batters in the second. He delivers a first pitch ball to Luca Gaglione. Gaglione a ground out to second base. His first time up. Takes a breaking ball. That doesn't break enough. Misses outside. 2-0. Chopper to the left side. Might be a tough play for Halonix. On a backhand, he rifles it over to first base, but not in time.
No, I think that's a hit.
Gaglione running well as the leadoff man.
Yeah, I don't even think a good throw would have got him. Had to backhand it behind the bag, turn and make the throw. And like you said, Gaglione's got good speed, so.
It would have been tough for any third baseman to make that play.
He made a play just like that on the guy that's up now in the first inning, Mikey Septak.
Yeah, hard hit ball to the right side of Halonix at third. He bobbled it for a moment, but was able to stay with it and get it over to first in time to retire Septak.
So a lot of these players you're seeing here tonight came up through the Hamilton Township Little League chain, and we will have, starting tomorrow, we'll have the Section 3 strike, 2-1. We will begin our coverage of the Section 3 tournament where Nottingham, District 12 champ Nottingham will be playing. Tomorrow night they'll play District 19 champ Lincroft in a first round game. 3-1. Good hitters count for Septak now. And if Nottingham wins tomorrow, they'll be back Saturday. We'll have that game. If they win Saturday, we'll be back Sunday. We'll have that game. If Nottingham loses, they'll be back Sunday. We'll have that game.
Close pitch misses low for ball 4. Another 2-out walk issued by Chris Whalen.
Yeah, Whalen has done a great job of getting the first 2 batters of the innings with no issue whatsoever. And he's having trouble closing the deal here. I don't know if maybe he lets down a little bit after he gets those first 2 outs and concentration wanes. I'm not sure, but it's a kind of a recurring pattern here. I mean, it hasn't hurt him yet, but doesn't help pitch count wise.
2 on, 2 down for Chris Babkowski. He takes the first pitch ball outside. It seems to me Whalen kind of speeds up a little bit when he's in the stretch. A little bit quicker than when he pitches from the windup.
And that's kind of the opposite of a lot of guys. They start to go slower when they're in the stretch. Good
1-0 breaking ball, catches the outside corner. Babkowski was the one who started the rally in the bottom of the first, 2-out walk. And then Luke Formica came in to courtesy run for him and came around to score the first of 3 runs for North Hamilton in the opening frame. 1-1 fouled off the hands.
Babkowski got to protect now. I think if you're Whalen, you go right at him. You don't try to nibble or anything like that. I think you give him your best stuff and try to get out of this.
Whalen fires in the 1-2, misses high. So a lot behind that fastball. Unable to get it in the zone though. Count even at 2 apiece. Whalen, quick look at the runner at second, now fires it home. The 2-2, spitting on the breaking ball is Babkowski.
Coming across.
Whalen looked like Ryan Kirkering with Phil Cuzzy behind home plate on that pitch.
Don't get me started, Fish.
Nah,
Don't get me started about
Nah.
Monday night's game.
Even they had a tweet showing the Giants announcers talking about it, and even they were astounded.
3-2, runners on the move, and a breaking ball finds the middle of the plate for strike 3. Babkowski watched it go by. Third strikeout of the inning for Chris Whalen, is able to escape the 2-out jam. North Hamilton strands a pair in the second through 2. North Hamilton leads it 3-1.
It's Time now for the best high school sports action from the WB.
Introducing our all-star used car lineup exclusively at Team Toyota of Langhorne, featuring popular late-model low-mileage used cars. Like this 2025 Corolla, you own it for only $299 a month. Or a hard-to-find 2024 Highlander, own it for only $599 a month. With over 130 used Toyotas in stock, we have a lineup to fit your lifestyle and your budget. You'll love being part of the team. Pick your all-star used car at teamlanghorne.com.
North Hamilton leading Broad Street Park, the North Hamilton HIBOS, I should say. And Fish, I'll hand it over to you. We got a special guest on our stream tonight.
We do indeed. We have the North Hamilton HIBOS General Manager, Bill Scannon, with us. Bill, welcome.
Wanted to get this game on WBCP. I got a hold of Fred York, and he's like, "Stop by, we'll get a check. Here you go." You know, they are just great with us. So you can see the new uniforms. Their donation to keep us afloat helped us get these nice, sharp uniforms you see out there. Nice baby blues.
Yeah, they look good. And you know, your team has a pretty good turnout here tonight. Bleachers look pretty full. You've been getting a good following this year with this young bunch.
Yeah, they are. It's a good crew. The staff, you know, we kind of threw this together after COVID. You know, Freddie was stepping away from it, and Matty Mayer was stepping away, and it was going to leave a big void in Nottingham baseball. So I stepped up, and I'm like, well, what do we have to do? When COVID hit, I got a hold of Charlie, and I got us into the Last Dance.
Charlie Icono, you're talking about,
Charlie,
Nottingham coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
So by doing that, like, how hard could it be to throw a Legion team together? So that's what we did. We you know, having 20-some kids play another 2 months of baseball with their friends, it's priceless. And hopefully it's something they look back on and really enjoy and remember those days.
Absolutely. Tyler Krupe struck out to start this inning. Fourth strikeout now for Matt Giuliano. Yeah, and you have an interesting team. You have a lot of young kids, high school-wise, like freshmen and sophomore, but a lot of them are experienced in Legion ball from last year. And you also have a couple of really good veterans, like guys like Septak and Giuliano. I mean, it's a pretty good mix, isn't it?
It is. Last year, again, we had, you know, we had the Rabas and the Scannons and good kids that were graduating that led the way for the 8th graders that played last year for us.
Right.
Austin Wright, Brennan Babkowski, Michael Giuliano, Luca Gaglione, all 8th graders playing with us last year. And those lessons they learned last year from the older kids just carried over. And Charlie did a great job with this squad this spring, and we're riding that momentum.
Oh, he always does. I mean, you know, Charlie showed his worth 2 years ago when that team started 0-5 and went on that unbelievable roll to end the season. He didn't let that team quit on itself, and they didn't quit on themselves. And I think Charlie showed just how good of a coach he was that year. And, You know, and you got some veteran guys that have been around in the dugout here with Eric Struble and you know, even on the other side of the diamond, you know, Mike Lazewski as the Broad Street Park coach. These guys have been around. They know what it's about.
Mike was our pitching coach for a couple years. And
Right.
he left us to go over to Broad Street, and you know, we wished him all the best. We're like, dude, we want to see you succeed. I want you to have your own team.
Right. Hey, that was a quick inning, Bill. We'll be back in the bottom of the third, and Bill Scannon will remain with us for that half an inning. But strikeout and 2 groundouts, and we're heading to the bottom of the third. North Hamilton with a 3-1 lead.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Hamilton, second baseman, number 3, Austin Wright.
Okay, we are back in the bottom of the third. North Hamilton has, let me flip my scorebook, Austin Wright leading off, and here with Bill Scannon, the North Hamilton general manager. And Bill, when you took over here for Freddie in 2021, you know, you brought this staff in.
The first staff we had, it was we threw it together last minute. I got the team in February, and by the end of May, we're on the field. It was that quick, getting uniforms and all that stuff, everything together. And after that season, Charlie and Rob and myself sat down, and they wanted a couple guys that know the Nottingham way to play baseball and are Nottingham guys in a Nottingham dugout. And they recommended Eric Struble to me. And it's been great ever since. He's just a great guy. Good sense of, you know when to put the foot on the pedal and know when to take your foot off the pedal. And he's great. My son Ethan's one of the coaches. He's been on staff since 2021. He's also, on staff with Charlie and Rob.
Right. Yeah.
You got Anthony Oletta, who joined the staff this year. He's also on the Nottingham squad. And Mike Suso and Taylor Guest.
Yeah.
So it's been great.
I forget, was Mike a Nottingham guy or a Hamilton guy? Mike Suso.
Mike went to Nottingham.
I thought he was Nottingham.
Eric went to Nottingham.
Right.
Ethan and Anthony both went to Nottingham. So it's all Nottingham guys. They know the Nottingham culture.
Yeah.
And
Suso,
that's really important to us.
Suso, of course, assistant coach at Lawrence with Jimmy Mayer.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it.
Nah, yeah. But
I wish Mike the best. I do.
I mean, Legion baseball it's no secret. It's just dwindled just like everything else, like Little League, like Babe Ruth League. But here in Mercer, we still have 10 teams. We have almost half the amount of teams playing Legion are located in the Mercer County League.
And each team has in excess of 20 players.
Right.
So it's a good chunk of kids still playing ball, and then they're also playing the travel ball. They're also in the Wood Bat League, and those have also hurt the Legion numbers.
Yeah.
But for us to be, little Nottingham, and out of 22 kids, everyone's going to Nottingham except for 3 of them.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
And that's the culture, and that's what we want. We want to build and develop our own to help the varsity program, and I think it's been great.
Yeah, keep it all together, and but I mean, is there a certain pride in, pride? There hasn't been a lot of pride in Legion baseball around the country, but is there still a pride in Legion baseball in Mercer County in general? Just
there is for us.
Yeah.
We enjoy this stuff. I enjoy the rivalry games. Playing 31, playing Broad Street. When you're going up against the Allentowns and the Bordentowns that can pull from half the state.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you compete with them.
Yeah.
Some lose some. It's just great. It really is, and it helps the varsity program, which is our main objective, is to get these kids an extra 8 weeks plus of good solid baseball, being with your friends, and then it's helping Charlie out. I think it's we've been hand in hand working great together.
Yeah, and the top 6 make the district, so you're gonna face some other competition from around the state, and somebody's going to come across Brooklawn, which is always loaded, and
for sure.
So it's good to see. As much as people just might get tired of how much Brooklawn wins, I think it's good to see that team is still solid and still in Mercer and still in New Jersey Legion, because it is such a prestigious team. It gives the league, the state, some prestige. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hamilton always seems to have been a strong baseball town.
Always.
And it's great that it's still there. I know travel and other entities of baseball have hurt the Little League and the Legion game, but high school's still good. There's nothing better than a Steinert West game or Nottingham West, Nottingham Steiner. I mean, it's just great. And
absolutely. I mean, hey, we did the Sunny Bray Nottingham games last week.
Yeah.
It was packed over there at Bill Nevius Field. I mean, people were all the way lined up down both sides, both foul lines and along the outfield fence. It brings people out, and it generates a lot of excitement. It really does. Yeah, I mean, you were part of it when Ethan played, all these guys, when they played HDRBA.
Yeah.
You saw what it was like when they played those games.
It was great to watch. We almost, my youngest son, Aiden, his age group almost won the districts. They went to the last game against Lawrence.
Right.
And we were right there with them. And,
right.
And then the class underneath of that, 2 classes underneath of them is the Austin Wright and Luca Gaglione class that did win the districts.
Yeah, yep.
It was great. I mean, when those games were playing, our Hibernian team went over there to watch them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I remember that too. Wasn't that you guys had to win 1 game and Lawrence won 2 straight? Was that?
Yeah. We don't want to talk about.
Sorry to bring that up, but
thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the umpire Monday, the Phillies game too?
Well, we already glossed over that one.
Okay.
Yeah. That just puts us all in a bad mood.
This is an anti-Phil Cuzzy broadcast here.
When you know the umpire's name, it's a problem.
Why is that?
Because you know the umpire's name. That means he's injected himself in the game, and he shouldn't be.
Oh, I thought you said his name was a problem.
Oh, no.
Oh,
knowing his name.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's true. Yes, he did, and that was a shame. But, So, you look at your team, and like you said, Bordentown and Allentown, they have unlimited recruiting base. But you like what you think your team can do when it comes up? Can they make that final 8 in the state, you think?
We'll see.
Yeah.
I sure hope so. I mean, again, they're young. They're growing, and you got, veteran leadership with Babkowski, Giuliano, and Sevtak.
Veteran pitching too.
Yeah,
I mean,
those guys. Maddie's throwing some good ball for us. You see it tonight. And then you have Mikey's gotten on the mound and he just throws strikes. Last year he was phenomenal for us.
Right.
And to get those guys to come back one more time to play with their friends and both Babkowski, Giuliano, and Sevtak are playing with the brothers. I mean,
right.
It's unheard of to have five
sets of brothers. Yeah. That's amazing. That is unheard of.
Yeah, that might be a Legion record there.
Anything record.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's a strikeout to end it. Hey, Bill Scannon, North Hamilton General Manager, we want to thank you for being on the air, and
thank you.
Good luck to your team moving on, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you for covering our game for us, Fish, and hopefully we'll get you in the playoffs.
Our pleasure. Yeah, hope so.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. If you're complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week. It's the Trentonian. And the Italian People's Bakery is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery, located on 63 Butler Street, is the place to go for the best hoagies on Sunday afternoon and the finest dessert trays for your special get-together. Visit them once again at 63 Butler Street in Chambersburg, the Italian People's Bakery since 1936.
So we kind of glossed over that half inning, but kudos to Chris Whalen. Gave up a leadoff hit and then a stolen base, put Austin Wright on second with nobody out, and great job by Whalen to get out of that with a pop out and 2 strikeouts. So perhaps he's starting to get into a little groove. He's better off letting the early guys get on. The 2 innings where he let 2 guys, he's got the first 2 guys out. He gave up 3 runs and then let 2 guys on. Last inning he gave up the leadoff guy and then got the last 3 easily. So.
And Whalen's pitch count starting to get up there, 63 pitches through 3 innings. Giuliano snags this one on a backhand off the mound. Takes a couple steps toward first and then underhand flips it to Mike Septak at first base for the out. So we do have a change for North Hamilton as we saw Nick Gaglione injure himself swinging at strike 3 in his first at bat. He's out of the game. Mike Septak, the starting third baseman, goes to first base. And I believe Austin Wright now is over there at third base. Shane Sammons is in the game for Nick Gaglione. I saw him waiting on deck. He'll lead off the bottom of the 4th, but didn't pick out where he is out on the field. So try to get that for you soon. Some defensive moves for North Hamilton after Gaglione had to leave the ball game early. 2-0 the count to A.J. Zuccarello after Madalena was retired on the ground out. Nothing doing for Broad Street Park in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Set down in order by Giuliano. Broad Street Park has had just the 2 base runners. Both of them came in that first inning. It was Chris Whalen with a leadoff single, and then he came around to score on the Zuccarello RBI single. This one, a couple of bounces to third base. Austin Wright still with it over to first, not in time. He bobbled it a couple of times in the chest there.
He might have gotten away with 1 bobble, but that second one was a killer. That's got to be an E5.
Austin Wright, who started the game at second base, shifting over to third now after the Gaglione injury. Zuccarello as aboard at first base, and he will be courtesy run for Connor Drudy. Will enter the fold and run for the catcher, Zuccarello. So Drudy at first, Daniel Tozzi at the plate. 3-1 ball game for North Hamilton, top of the 4th inning.
We've already had 1 courtesy runner score today, and
Yep.
Luke Formica. It's Formica, right? Not
Formica, yes.
Yeah, I always call it Formica. That was that old furniture polish or something back in the day. I'm a victim of mass advertising.
2-0 the count to Tozzi. Look over at the runner at first base. Good pick out of the dirt by Mike Septak. swing and a miss at a pitch outside of the zone from Daniel Tazi. He struck out his first time up. That ended the Broad Street Park threat in the first inning. Another one chased outside of the zone by Tazi. Giuliano has that high fastball working for him.
I wonder if Drudy might take off here. Well, 3-2. Now I'm really wondering. Only one out, but
3-2 would be a count to go.
yeah, sometimes guys like to send kids on 3-2. 1 out or 2 out. Definitely 2 outs.
Drudy stays put. That one fouled off the hands by Tazi. We'll do it again. Drudy doesn't have a very big lead out there at first base. And now they check over at first. He was leaning a bit, but still not a very large lead, so was able to get back safely. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away in the top of the 4th, and Giuliano will take a step off the mound. He resets, quickly gets his sign, and now the payoff pitch. Drudy stays put again at first base, and that pitch misses low for ball 4. Bounces about halfway back into the field. Babkowski, the catcher, didn't know where it was, but
it was right at Giuliano's feet almost.
yeah, bounced back more than halfway back toward the mound. First walk of the day issued by Matt Giuliano. And now a pair of runners on base for Tristan Bonilla. Bonilla hitting from the left side. Takes the first pitch strike down the middle. Now it misses low, gets past Babkowski. And that'll allow both runners to come across or to advance 90 feet.
Yeah.
Drudy to third base, Tazi to second.
Giuliano having a little trouble with his location right now.
Giuliano retired 8 straight batters before Zuccarello reached base on an error. Battles back with a fastball there for strike 2.
Well, we saw Whalen dig himself out of a hole in the bottom of the 3rd. Giuliano's going to have to do the same now. He got Bonilla on strike swinging the first time. I'm sure he'll go for it again here.
1-2 pitch, not a bad one, but misses low. Giuliano working quickly. 2-2 off the end of the bat, slicing into foul territory. Giving it a look is the left fielder, Carl Reeby, but it'll drop foul.
I think if he'd have caught that, Drudy would have scored because he was running away toward the fence. He would have had to, first of all, break his stride with the fence and then turn around and try to throw home from a tough angle. But he didn't catch it, so.
2-2 misses low in the dirt, stopped by Babkowski. And it's a full count to the second consecutive batter. Daniel Tazi, who's out at second base now, worked the walk. Base open at first base. Got to think it's going to be a battle pitch here from Giuliano. And it turns the batter inside, ball 4. Close pitch. Giuliano visibly frustrated with the no strike call.
Yeah, he's he had him down 1-2. And I don't think this visit to the mound is anything more than just to say, all right, take a deep breath, calm down. You're coming down to the bottom of the order. Just focus, throw strikes.
Yeah, no action down the right field line for North Hamilton in the bullpen. It's going to be Giuliano's inning here to try to get himself out of the jam that he created, back-to-back walks after the error from the third baseman, Austin Wright. Luke Harris, who Struck a ball pretty well in his first at-bat, a line out to third base. Coming up at a big spot here in the middle portion of this game. 3-1 lead for North Hamilton, but the bases are loaded for Broad Street Park with just one out in the top of the fourth. Broad Street Park was retired in order in the second and third innings. Matt Giuliano started to get into a groove, but he's issued back-to-back walks on 3-2 pitches. And Luke Harris swings at the first pitch, chopper to left side. That's going to get a run in if they don't turn the double play, and they'll just get the one at second base.
Yeah, and that was in no way was that a double play ball. That was slowly hit, and hey, Luke Harris did his job. He actually, his first time up, he smoked the ball, and it went right to third base. If he'd have done that again, it could have led maybe to a double play. You never know. And this time up, he just hits it a lot lighter, and it's a heck of a lot more effective as he gets the run across. And that's what you got to do in that situation. Get the bat on the ball. Get it somewhere where it can score a run, and that's exactly what Luke Harris did there.
Broad Street Park cuts the lead in half. It's now 3-2. Colin Halonix at the plate now. A one pitch misses low. Babkowski keeps it in front.
And he also got Tozy over to third, so,
Runners on the corners for Broad Street Park.
Yeah, a wild pitch, an error.
1-1, left side, gets past Austin right into left field, base knock, and that's going to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, that was a tough play. Wright kind of let it play him a little bit, but that was a hard hit ball. That's a hit. Would have made a great play if he could have got it, but that was smoked.
Austin Wright shifting from second base to third base after Nick Gaglione was removed from the game. And Wright's error started this streak and this rally for Broad Street Park. Earlier in the inning off the bat of A.J. Zuccarello.
Yeah, all these runs are unearned.
RBI single now for Colin Halonix, ties this game up at 3, and still 2-on for Tyrone Krupe.
And Andrew, how about every run has been scored with 2 outs?
Yep.
They've all come on 2-out hits or wild pitches or whatever.
Giuliano steps off for the 1-1 pitch. Out delivers. Krupe behind on the fastball as he swings through it. And he's behind in the count 1-2. Krupe struck out his first time up. That led off the top of the third. Giuliano trying to put him in the book for the final out of the fourth. He'll have to wait at least one more pitch to do that, though, as he misses high. 2-2. Or misses low, excuse me. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Krupe, and he swings through it for strike 3 as Giuliano gets him to fish out of the zone. 5th strikeout of the day for Matt Giuliano. And Broad Street Park strands 2, but they bring 2 runs across to tie the ball game. We're halfway through this one between North Hamilton and Broad Street Park. 3-3 your score.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Timing is everything, bud.
Celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community, Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, plus work-ready trucks and EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Alderman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Andrew Myers alongside Rich Fisher. Thanks for joining us on the WBCB Sports Network.
Brand new ball game.
Yes, sir. A brand new ball game here at Veterans Park. Mercer County American Legion action.
Post 313 getting both of those runs on just one hit in the inning. A couple of walks. I mean, when he looks back on that inning, I think the key was Tozy going that from, or I'm sorry, Bonilla working that count from 1-2 to getting that walk, taking a close pitch or two. I think that was pretty much the key to that whole frame.
This one smokes down the right field line. Giving it a look is Tristan Bonilla, and it's going to go foul. Off the bat of Shane Salmons, first plate appearance of the day. Salmons replacing Nick Gaglione, who appeared to injure himself in his first at-bat.
Yeah, we hope Nick's okay. I mean, he just swung hard. I don't know, maybe he pulled something. I hope it's just something like that. Not like a separation or something.
0-2, beauty of a breaking ball, catches the outside corner. Salmons watches it go by, back-to-back strikeouts. 6 total on the day for Chris Whalen. And I think that top half of the inning for Broad Street Park tying this game, that's got to help the confidence of Whalen, who's had to battle through the last couple of innings after he gave up 3 in the first. This one, hot shot past Whalen, back up the middle.
Yeah, he's had some heavy lifting to do each inning. Maybe not heavy, but he's had some lifting to do. Obviously gave up the 3 in the first, and he had first and second, 2 outs in the second, then a runner on second with no outs in the third.
Toby Mitchell takes over on the base pass for Shane Cost-Reedy.
Well, and that's not a courtesy runner. That's a pinch runner.
Yep.
And I guess he can re-enter. So far, the courtesy runners are 2 for 2 in this game. They both come around the score.
Lineup back to the top for North Hamilton as Luca Gaglione steps in. Gaglione 1 for 2 today.
What Mitchell is this?
This is Toby Mitchell, number 10. Yes, gets confusing with the 5 sets of brothers on here sometimes for North Hamilton.
For sure.
Luca Gaglione takes that one high. The only set of brothers who were in the starting lineup for North Hamilton were the Gagliones, Luca and Nick. Nick, unfortunately, exiting the game early. 3-0 breaking ball misses low, and it's a 4-pitch walk issued to Gaglione.
More traffic on the base paths that Whalen has to deal with. Now they come back to the top of the lineup.
Whalen's been sharp at times. He has 6 strikeouts, but he has issued 5 walks.
Yeah, I mean,
Or 4 walks, excuse me.
when he struck out Salmons, that was his 3rd strikeout in a row over 2 innings. And now he's lost the zone again. 5 straight balls.
Mike Septak, step again. He drew a walk his last time up. 2-1 for North Hamilton as they try to regain their lead. 3-1 lead for the HIBOS entering the top of the 4th in Broad Street Park. Tying the game up with a pair of runs. Big matchup for both these teams tonight.
Yeah, it is.
1-0 in their 4-strike 1-1 to Mike Septak.
I mean, I think the surprise team in the Legion this year is Hamilton, post 31. I mean, they're in the districts every single year. I mean, I can't ever think of a year they weren't in it. But right now they're on the outside looking in. They got to get hot quick. Oh.
1-1, look out as it hits the helmet of Mike Septak. He appears to be all right. So he'll make his way down to first base. Scary moment there, but Septak looks like he's going to stay in this ball game. I think I kind of called him right where the brim meets the bulk of the helmet, so not the worst spot to get hit if you're going to get hit up high.
Right. Still, it's a little scary when it comes flying at your head.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. So a walk and a hit by pitch after the single from Cos Reby as the bases loaded for North Hamilton. And yeah, talking about Hamilton Post, they currently sit in 7th place in the standings, 6-9 record, just a game behind Broad Street Park for that 6th spot, and the top 6 teams making it to the districts.
Wait, wouldn't it be a game and a half?
Oh, you're right, say 15-14, yeah, so a game and a half. With that game in hand for Broad Street Park, and that'll be tonight. This is the lone game tonight in action for the Mercer County Legion League, so Broad Street Park will even things up with Hamilton with 15 games. And you got to go a little bit further down the standings for the bottom 3. South Brunswick and Trenton both knotted up with a 3-12 record, and then Princeton at the bottom of the standings with a 2-14 record.
Yeah, so really, I mean, with these top 7 teams, every game is big, either for, another wild pitch.
Ball gets passed, going to be a play at the plate, and it's in time as they get the tag down. Heads up play by the catcher, A.J. Zuccarello and Chris Whalen to cover up.
What a great play, my goodness. You don't see that too often.
The slide for Toby Mitchell kind of bounced a little bit. You see it in the MLB a lot. And the guys go down the slide, their legs bounce up a bit, and they don't hit the bag right away.
Yeah, you're right. That's a great point. That's pretty much what happened. When the legs bounced up, he was able to put the tag on.
Big heads-up play for out number 2 for Broad Street Park, and that totally changes the dynamic of this at-bat now.
Oh, huge.
1-1 the count to Chris Babkowski with 2 away.
Infield can stay back. Just have to play for the 1 out. You don't have to try to come home. You can go to first, get the out.
Babkowski fouls it back. He's now behind in the count 1-2.
I'll tell you, Whalen has done a lot of high leverage pitches in this game.
Come on, Christopher, get out of this.
North Hamilton has stranded runners each of the first 3 innings. Chris Whalen trying to make it 4 in a row with 2 on and 2 out. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, ripped into left center field, tracking back and not going to get there is Krupe as he picks it up on a hop. 2 runs are going to come in to score. And a massive 2-out knock off the bat of Chris Babkowski regains the lead for North Hamilton.
Yeah, and on a 1-2 pitch as well. He down on the count, just looking for something he could put in play and, stay alive. And he got a pitch he liked. He handled it, blasted that into the gap. And what a way to pick your team up. I mean, you could be down after you have a run that you think you're scoring, get thrown out at the plate, and you're like, oh, now that's out, and now we're down 1-2 on the count. We're going to get nothing out of this. And all of a sudden, Babkowski makes sure it's something.
Healthy hack from Austin Wright as he swings through it for strike 1.
This is quite an entertaining game, my friend.
Yeah, massive swings of momentum in this bottom of the 4th inning alone with that bang-bang play at the plate to get out number 2. And then a couple of pitches later, Babkowski comes through with a 2-run single to give North Hamilton the lead once again.
Although Toby Mitchell broke the streak of a courtesy or pinch runner scoring when
that is true.
Thrown out.
Runner takes off now. It's Formica, courtesy running for Babkowski. Throw down to second base, not in time.
Second steal for Formica. He ran for Babkowski after he walked and ended up coming around on, he scored on a wild pitch.
Yep, it's the first run of the day for North Hamilton back in the 1st. Austin Wright now a chance to drive in another run.
It's an interesting way he has of getting ready, isn't it? The way he swings his arm like a pendulum.
Yeah. Yeah, there were talks for the MLB to kind of get rid of that because I don't really know why, to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
well, I guess it would be like kind of like a distraction for a hitter, but I mean,
I don't know, maybe. Isn't that how hypnotists hypnotize?
yeah.
They had the watch go back and
Tick-tock.
forth, and they make you look at it.
3-1 inside, it hit somebody. Not sure if it was the bat or the wrist. They're going to say
It hit Austin.
it was the wrist, or now the elbow, actually. Home plate umpires tapping the elbow. So Austin Wright is aboard on a hit by pitch. Second hit batsman of the inning. Aiden Lippman now stepping in. Is there some movement out in the bullpen for Broad Street Park?
Yeah, this frustrating inning for Chris Whalen. One strike away from getting out of it.
First pitch to Lippman, misses high. Single in the first for Lippman. He popped out to the first baseman his last time up. Seventh batter of the inning for North Hamilton. 1-2, a good take as that one just misses high.
Boy, how big was that play at the plate now? Whew. It could be in massive trouble.
Big swing and a miss from Aiden Lippman.
Put a little extra on that one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that caught stealing at home plate for out number 2. Took away bases loaded, 1 out for North Hamilton. They were still able to get 2 runs across on the 2-out single from Babkowski.
Just a tad high.
Couple of close takes from Aiden Lippman.
I mean, I think they were good calls. I think
Yeah.
they were balls, but they were close misses.
Whalen's got to give him a strike here. The 3-1. Popped up, right side. Tracking over is the right fielder, Tristan Bonilla. He's under it. He'll make the catch. And that will do it for North Hamilton in the bottom of the 4th. But they grab 2 runs to regain the lead. It's 5-3 North Hamilton over Broad Street Park through 4 here at DeMeo. Today's game brought to you by Soul Funeral Home. Since 1899, proud to be part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Soul Funeral Home. Soul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating a unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at soulfuneralhomes.com. That's soulfuneralhomes.com. Soul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it. Top of the 5th inning about to get underway at Bob DeMeo Field in Veterans Park, Hamilton Township, New Jersey. 5-3 lead for North Hamilton over Broad Street Park. As the HIBOS grabbing a pair of runs Off of one swing of the bat, Chris Babkowski with a 2-out, 2-run single in the bottom of the fourth. Matt Giuliano back out there on the mound. His next pitch will be number 76 of the evening. And it misses high for a ball to the leadoff man, Chris Whalen. Top three in the order due up for Broad Street Park in the fifth. And Whalen gets plunked in the back, launches his bat toward the third base dugout, and he jogs his way down to first base.
Leadoff runner for the second time in the game here for Broad Street. Whalen did it the first inning with a single.
Check on the runner at first, back in time safely. Anthony O'Rourke, the shortstop, stepping in. He's 0 for 2 today. Just 3 hits so far for Broad Street Park. Two of those runs came in the first inning, so just 1 hit through the last 3 innings and 1 batter. Taking off for second base now is Whalen. Pitch a ball, throw down there is not in time.
Oh.
Late call by the field umpire.
Lippman pleading his case.
Yeah, multiple North Hamilton fielders who were right around there.
Yeah.
Thought they had it. Good throw from Chris Babkowski.
Second steal of the night for Whalen. First one came with 1 out. Now he's out to 2 out with no outs. So see if Broad Street can bring him around.
Pitch called a ball to O'Rourke, the 1-1.
You still got 3 innings to play here, so you know, even if you just manufacture 1 run, that brings you within a run with 2 innings to go. Certainly, I'd like to get more, but you're close enough that you can, you know, try to just hit behind him, get him over, hit a sac fly, make it a one-run game. 1-run game is the hardest thing to say. Run game.
Well, it's been close all night. You mentioned it last inning, a very entertaining contest to this point. That went off the glove of Babkowski, and that'll allow Whalen to get the third.
I think that's got to be a pass ball. Got his glove up, got it on it, but. And North Hamilton going to keep the infield back. That's the advantage of having that 2-run lead that we just talked about.
3-2 from Giuliano, ripped into right field. A good read, though, by Gaglione, and he makes the catch. And that'll keep Whalen at third base.
Wow. I'll tell you what, O'Rourke stung that ball. I mean, he hit. Problem was, it just stayed up too long. He stung it a little too much. And great job of Gaglione getting over there and getting rid of it quick. Whalen had to hold his ground.
1 down now as A.J. Maddalena steps in.
Madalena's flied to center and grounded out first base to pitcher.
Takes that one up high, 2-0 the count to Maddalena. This one, towering fly ball to right center field. Gaglione under it, should be deep enough to score Whalen with his speed. And the throw comes in, not in time, as Whalen's upstanding. It's a sacrifice fly. It was a good throw in the
high,
air.
but it was pretty good, pretty accurate.
From Gaglione as Maddalena grabs an RBI on the sac fly, and it's now 5-4.
A lot of little things, my friend. Pass ball gets him to third, and that allows him to score on that fly ball.
Batting the catcher, number 35, A.J. Zuccarello.
5-4 now, North Hamilton leads. A.J. Zuccarello will step in, nobody on, 2 out.
Yeah, nobody on. Giuliano could just go right to work. I
would think we've seen the last of Chris Whalen on the mound. Not sure if this is going to be the last we'll see of Matt Giuliano, as this one a fly ball to right field. Gaglione, he's been busy in this one, and he's under it to make the catch for the final out of the inning.
All 3 outs.
Yeah, he did have all 3 outs. Line out and 2 fly outs. One of them bringing a run across on a sac fly from A.J. Madalena. Whalen comes in to score. It's 5-4 North Hamilton midway through the 5th.
Introducing our all-star used car lineup exclusively at Team Toyota of Langhorne, featuring popular late-model low-mileage used cars. Like this 2025 Corolla, you own it for only $299 a month. Or a hard-to-find 2024 Highlander, own it for only $599 a month. With over 130 used Toyotas in stock, we have a lineup to fit your lifestyle and your budget. You'll love being part of the team. Pick your all-star used car at teamlanghorne.com.
Matt Giuliano will lead things off for North Hamilton in the bottom of the 5th. HIBOS lead it 5-4. And I spoke too soon, Fish, as Chris Whalen will be back out there for a 5th inning of work.
Yeah, he did.
He's had 88 pitches. We'll see how long of a leash he gets. First pitch strike to Giuliano.
So how's your summer been going there, Andrew?
Not too bad, Fish. It's been fun.
Good.
Haven't watched as much baseball as I'd like to in person.
Oh.
I've been working for the Thunder, but a lot of my stuff is, between innings and behind the scenes for most of the game, so
Right.
unable to really catch a lot of action at Trent Thunder Ballpark, but
Well, as long as you're enjoying yourself.
of course. 1-1, Giuliano tried to check his swing, but they say he went around.
Giuliano, 2-run single and struck out swinging. Was it swinging or looking when he struck?
Swinging.
Out? Okay.
Yep. One of 2 strikeouts for Whalen in the 3rd inning. He's ahead 1-2 on Giuliano, and he fires that one past him for strike 3. Giuliano can't catch up to the fastball. 7th strikeout of the night for Whalen as he's over 90 pitches.
Batting the center fielder, number 6, Brandon Regas.
And Brandon Regas will step in. He struck out his first time up. Takes a non-competitive hack at that one for strike 1. I think Broad Street Park would love to have Whalen get through this 5th inning.
Oh, for sure.
Keep the bullpen to just 2 full innings of work and bringing in a reliever
Yeah, to
with a
start
clean
an inning.
slate.
Yeah.
Whalen's had to battle for every inning. North Hamilton has gotten base runners aboard each of the first 4 innings. This one chopper to the left side.
Oh.
Off the glove of Holonix over to the shortstop O'Rourke, and he's going to eat it.
Well, he looked like he was going to be 2/3 of the way to his first clean inning, but is not to be. I guess I don't know if Hollenix just came up too soon, took his eye off the ball, or just basically dropped it.
There's been a couple of bobbled balls out there at third base for both teams. This time it allows Brandon Regas aboard with 1 out. As Shane Salmon steps in, he struck out on 3 pitches his first time up, and Whalen wasting no time in this at-bat as he fires in a first pitch strike. Oh, 1 big swing and a miss from Salmons. Not a big lead for Regas at first, and that one skips in front of the plate, gets away from Zuccarello. Regas will advance to second base.
Well, this is taking an ugly turn here for Broad Street. I'll tell you, they would love to cash in on this. Get that insurance run back.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball gets away though with the open base at first. It allows Salmons to get there down the line.
Well, again, little things. You know, you get that wild pitch before, you get that third strike and he doesn't go to second. Let me start over again. If Regas doesn't get to second on that wild pitch, he's at first on that missed third strike. He can't go. But now he's on third. I mean, again, these little things are making a big difference here. And it started uglier, and it's getting uglier right now for Broad Street.
And that drop third strike will be the final pitch thrown for Chris Whalen tonight. He ends at 99 pitches. And it looks like Danielle Moser is going to enter the game for Broad Street Park. She'll take over on the mound for the visitors. In a big spot here, 2 on and 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. North Hamilton leading at 5-4. We'll take a quick break. Stick with us on the WVCB Sports Network.
Capital Health's primary care network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health primary care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health primary care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Back here on the WBCB Sports Network, bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 5-4 lead for North Hamilton over Broad Street Park. And our first pitching change of the day for either team. It's Broad Street Park. Chris Whalen, the starter, done And Danielle Moser, the righty, coming out of the bullpen, taking over in a big spot with 2 on and 1 out.
Yeah, very big spot.
Shane Kosharibi will be the first batter she faces, with Brendan Regas on third and Shane Salmons aboard at first base. Moser from the right side delivers a first pitch breaking ball. Good bunt down third base line. Halanik's having trouble with it, and there'll be no throw.
That's about as perfect a bunt as you could put down by Kosharibi.
Regas comes in to score on the bunt from Kosharibi. It's a 6-4 ball game now as North Hamilton again takes a 2-run lead.
That run will be unearned.
Luca Gaglione.
First and second now with 1 away as Luca Gaglione, the leadoff man, steps in for the 4th time today. Walked and came around to score his last time.
Nice 2-hit day for Kosharibi out of the 9-hole. I'm guessing they do have re-entry in Legion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if Whalen's spot comes up around again in the lineup, he'll be able to go back in and hit.
A 1 to the right side, might just be able to get 1 here, and that's what they'll do over to first base in time to retire Gaglione.
Yeah, that was kind of slow.
4-3 on the putout. Both runners advance 90 feet. And now Mike Septak will step in.
Number 7, Michael Septak.
That was a nice answer for North Hamilton. After giving up that, letting them creep within a run and come back and get that run back. I'm sure they'd like to get a few more here with a couple of ducks out there. Septak with a ground out. He's walked and he's been hit by a pitch, scored a run.
Salmons at third with Kosharibi at second. Moser delivers a breaking ball, and that's past the diving third baseman Halanik into left field. Base knock. 1 run comes in to score. Racing around third is Kosharibi. He will score. And it's a big 2-out knock off the bat of Mike Septak. Opens up the floodgates. It's now a 4-run lead for North Hamilton.
Yeah, that's absolutely huge. 2 more 2-out runs. Septak came up really big there. Turned on it, down the line.
Saw Moser go to the breaking ball early on a lot of these pitches, or a lot of these batters that she's faced.
Number 1, Brennan Babkowski.
And Septak able to keep his weight back on that one.
Kosharibi ran for himself that time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
This one, hot shot back up the middle. Moser knocks it down, able to stay with it and over to first in time.
Nice job.
And I think she's all right. I think it caught her glove, not anywhere on her body, but able to secure that final out of the inning. Not before North Hamilton grabs 3 runs in the frame to extend their lead. Biggest of the night. It's 8-4 HIBOS over Broad Street Park as we head to the 6th.
Hi, Merrill Reese reminding you to come back home to traditional Italian cuisine at the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in Ewing Township. You'll always feel welcome at the Revere. It's like stepping back in time where you'll feel like you're dining in South Philly or New York's Little Italy. Start your meal with complimentary Hoboken bread. Choose from a menu featuring fresh seafood dishes, succulent steaks and chops, or homemade pasta dishes. You can even eat at the bar. The Revere is open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Private room available for special affairs, plus catering. For reservations, call 609-882-6365. That's 609-882-6365. Come home to traditional Italian cuisine. The Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road, Ewing Township.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Haldeman Ford, celebrating 50 years of business and supporting your community. Haldeman Ford, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Neighbors helping neighbors is what Haldeman Ford does and will continue to do. Haldeman Ford has it all, new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus work-ready trucks. Haldeman Ford has a great variety of EV vehicles. Haldeman Ford services all makes and models and is known for their fleet service and state-of-the-art collision center. And coming soon, the area's largest new commercial vehicle center. Haldeman Ford here yesterday, here today, and here tomorrow, celebrating their 50th year in business. Today's game's also brought to you by the Italian People's Bakery, who is proud to support high school sports on the WBCB Sports Network. Visit them at their signature location at 63 Butler Street for the finest rolls, deli meats, and pastries. The Italian People's Bakery since 1936. And don't forget, you can check out our Italian People's Bakery Player of the Game interview right here on our YouTube channel. After this game, we'll put it up as one of those YouTube shorts we like to do. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Put on that notification bell so
Yes, please do that.
Learn when we'll have games. We have some Little League games coming up.
Yeah, we'll be on the air tomorrow. Ryan Baxter and I will have the Nottingham-Lincroft Section 3 game from Nottingham Field, Sayin Park, George Reed Field. Or is that Jim Reed? I forget.
You know better than I
I just know it's
Fish.
Sayin Park.
Shane Koss-Reeby taking over on the mound for North Hamilton as Matt Giuliano is done after 5 innings. Giuliano is remaining in the ballgame now out in center field. And that's as far as I got for the defensive changes. So we'll have to figure out the rest of them. Daniel Tazi will lead off for Broad Street Park. It's an 8-4 ball game now. North Hamilton with their biggest lead of the night. And first pitch swinging is Tazi. A drive down the left field line, giving it a chase. It's going to drop foul in left field.
8-5 doesn't feel real safe. These teams are just keep coming back at each other.
Yeah, both teams trading runs in the first inning. 3 for North Hamilton, 1 for Broad Street Park. Then it was 3-3 as Broad Street Park tied things up in the top of the 5th. Or top of the 4th, excuse me, and then 3 runs coming across last inning for North Hamilton after 2 more in the 4th. This one a shot to shortstop, then it dies in the grass. Going to be a tough play and a good one at that for Aiden Lippman. He was able to fire it across in time.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Lippman.
Retires Tazi for the first out of the inning.
Where did you say that? Where did you say Giuliano went? Center?
Giuliano's in center field, yeah. So I don't know where that puts Rigas. I would assume left then because that's where Shane Koss-Reeby was.
Yeah.
First pitch ball outside to a pinch hitter, Adrian Byra. Pinch hitting for Tristan Bonilla. This is the 6th spot in the order for Broad Street Park. Slow roller, left side, could be a tough play coming off the mound. Bare hand pickup by Koss-Reeby, and his throw pulls the first baseman, Septak, off the bag.
And he had time. I mean, Bonilla is not fleet of foot. He had time. He could have set and just made a nice, strong throw, but it's another error. And errors have been costly in this game. When guys have reached on errors, they've come around to score, and they've also set up the rest of innings. Those 3 runs in the last inning were unearned.
Second baseman, number 4, Luke Harris.
An error that when Whalen gave up a couple, they were all unearned. So errors have been quite costly.
Byra takes off on the pitch. It's fouled back by Luke Harris.
Oh, who was that? That's not Bonilla anymore?
Yeah, Adrian Byra came in to pinch hit for him.
Sorry. My mind was wandering.
Luke Harris still out there, though, was 3rd at bat. Fielder's choice ground out and a hard hit line out to third base for Harris today. That one in the dirt, blocked by Babkowski. Shane Kostrebe on the mound for North Hamilton. He'll be going into his junior year next year for Nottingham. He pitched in 2 games as a sophomore this spring, and he was roughed up by both opponents. There's that one in there for a strike. One of them was Hamilton West. And Kostrebe recorded just 2 outs in that game and allowed 5 runs.
Well, his job right now is to throw strikes. Don't walk guys. Don't compound the error by putting the guy on.
1-2 off the hands, gets past Kostrebe. Going to be a tough play for the second baseman, and he's going to be unable to have any play.
Ooh, I thought Kostrebe had that. It just went under his glove. Be an infield single. Harris's first hit of the game.
12, Colin Hollanix.
Well, all of a sudden, a little bit of trouble here at Kostrebe, and a little bit of his own making, really. Errant throw for the error, and then not sure how he didn't come up with that ball, but didn't get a glove on it, and now it's trouble.
Mound visit for North Hamilton. So they want to try to slow down this rally a bit. Still a 4-run lead for North Hamilton, but 2 on and 1 away in the top of the 6th for Broad Street Park. Trying to get a couple runs back and dig into this lead. Colin Hollanix steps in. He takes the first pitch strike. Hollanix with an RBI single his last time up.
Our producer Colin leaving the press box to go outside, letting Anthony, the intern, do all the work.
Oh, one hot shot turned on it. Foul out of play.
Colin feels his biggest contribution is always giving the over/under when I will arrive.
And I will say, the last couple of times I've worked with Colin, the line has been absolutely money.
Yeah, he nails it. He does nail it. I can always tell when I walk in the way his demeanor is, whether he got it right or not. Today was very accurate, yes.
0-2 misses low to Colin Hollanix. Yeah, what was today's over-under? 640, and you walk in the door at 641?
He said 640 and a half, and I came in at 641. So 640, yeah, you have to make it a half.
1-2 breaking ball, catches the outside corner.
Great pitch.
Good pitch from Kostrebe as he gets Hollanix looking. Big answer for out number 2 of the inning.
I'm waiting for Colin to start a pool where you all get in on it, the over-under. The fish pool.
It's all fun and games, Fish. We got to keep ourselves occupied pregame somehow.
That's right, all fun and games.
First pitch misses outside. This is not Tyrone Krupe hitting. It'll be Jeffrey Segura pinch hitting for Krupe.
Yeah, Krupe had a tough night, so give Segura a chance.
Couple of strikeouts for Krupe. Segura stepping in for his Hamilton West and Broad Street Park teammate.
That was a big strikeout for Cole Reedy, that's for sure. Now he's still got to close the deal here.
Town even at 1 apiece to Jeffrey Segura. Takes that one outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Segura, pretty decent junior year for him for the Hornets. .325 batting average and 40 at-bats. And he finished the year on a 4-game hitting streak, so he'll go into his senior campaign with an active hitting streak from last year. Swings at, misses at that one for strike two. Count even at 2 apiece. 2 down in the top of the 6th. 2 on for Broad Street Park. Trying to dig into this 4-run lead for North Hamilton. Shane Koss-Reby, first out of the pen for the HIBOS. Trying to keep it at a 4-run lead, and he does so here. Swing and a miss as he gets Segura to chase it that one out of the zone.
Great job. Great job by Koss-Reby. Put himself in a little trouble and didn't depend on anybody else to get out of it but himself with 2 straight strikeouts.
2 on, 1 out for Broad Street Park, but they're unable to get a run across as Shane Koss-Reby gets back-to-back strikeouts to close the door in the top of the 6th. And North Hamilton maintains their 4-run lead. It's 8-4 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's game and hopes you enjoy it.
Nice to see Nottingham coach Charlie Icono pop his head in the press box here. Charlie out watching his players, some of his players of the past and a lot of his players of next year. Big night out at the park.
Austin Wright will lead things off for North Hamilton. Danielle Moser remains on the mound for Broad Street Park. She came in with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th. Gave up a couple of runs. This one a hot shot, humpback liner to shortstop, and able to stay with it is Anthony O'Rourke for the catch.
A nice play by O'Rourke. Timed it nice, timed his jump nice, got back in time, and then limited how high he had to jump by taking a step back.
That is the shortstop, number 21, Aiden Lippman.
1 pitch, 1 away for Broad Street Park in the bottom of the 6th. Aiden Lippman will step in now. He's put the ball in play all 3 times he's been up today, 1 for 3.
I like Moser's delivery. She's got a pretty high leg kick there. You notice that?
Yeah.
Not quite Juan Marichal, but it's high. Higher than you see from a lot of high school pitchers. She is going to college to pitch somewhere. I'm not sure where. I saw it, and then the name escapes me. You Googling that?
Yeah, she's been throwing strikes for the most part here, and she had a pretty good senior season for Steiner back in 2024 as that one fouled back with 2-1 the count. She tossed 7 innings and allowed just 1 earned run in those 7 innings. Danielle Moser is going to the University of Maine at Presque Isle.
Okay. Now, is she going for the boys' team?
Yep, she's on the baseball roster.
The men's team, I guess, in college.
Yep. And she got into some games as a freshman this spring. Take a look at her stats real quick.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's really impressive.
She pitched in 8 games, started a pair for her college. As this breaking ball ripped into left center field for a base knock.
Yeah,
it'll split the gap. Krupe picks it up on a couple of bounces, racing around to second base and sliding in safely is Aiden Lippman. That ended up being a closer play than I think a lot of people thought it would.
Yeah, that was a nice job getting that ball in by the outfield.
Regardless, it's a double, though, for Aiden Lipman, his second hit of the day.
So what were her stats?
Let's see. She pitched in 8 games, 2 starts, 6 relief, 15 and a third innings. She had a 13.5 ERA.
Got hit pretty good.
Yep, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, but as a freshman, they're letting you pitch as a freshman. That says something.
Good to get some experience early on. And it's good for her to continue pitching into the summer, too, getting some Legion action.
Yeah, I wonder if she's like in any collegiate leagues or anything like that.
Matt Giuliano at the plate now for the 4th time today. Pair of strikeouts and a 2-run single for him.
Yeah, he stands to be the winning pitcher in this game if North Hamilton holds on.
So it would be a big win for North Hamilton. They would even Allentown with a league-leading 12 victories. They're able to hang on.
That'd pull them a half game within both Allentown and Bordentown. Although those 2 teams are both up on them in the loss column.
2-1 the count to Giuliano.
And this would be a big loss for Broad Street Park. It would drop them to just a game ahead of Hamilton.
2-1 from Moser, misses low.
Let's see when those 2 go head-to-head again.
Yeah, but look at the standings coming into today's action, and this game the only game going on in Mercer County Legion League. Bordentown with an 11-2 record. As this breaking ball ripped into right center field, that's going to split the gap and get down and score another run. Coming in to score easily is Aiden Lipman. Racing into second base is Matt Giuliano for his 3rd RBI of the day. And it's now 9-4 North Hamilton.
They're all starting to hit now that they're coaches here from high school. They want to impress them. Although Giuliano, it doesn't matter to him anymore. He's out.
And it looks like that might end the day for Danielle Moser. As Broad Street Park head coach Mike Glazewski heads out to the mound. And it looks like some confusion now for Broad Street Park as to what the defensive assignments are going to be now. But a 5-run lead now for North Hamilton over Broad Street Park with 1 down. In the bottom of the 6th inning, pitching change for Broad Street Park. Stick with us after this short break on the WBCB Sports Network.
Hamilton Township in Mercer County is fortunate to have many fine businesses that serve our community. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation family-owned business proud to support our local schools and community. Their compassionate and caring staff is there for you and your family. They'll bring the closure you deserve while also celebrating the life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Home at 3795 Nottingham Way, Hamilton Square.
I think it was nothing.
Don't forget, if you miss any of today's action, you can read all about it in tomorrow's edition of the Trentonian. For your complete local and national news 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian or online at Trentonian.com. The only newspaper serving Bucks, Burlington, and Mercer County 7 days a week, it's the Trentonian. Tristan Bonilla takes over on the mound for Broad Street Park. He'll be tasked with trying to get the final 2 outs of the 6th inning, keep it a 5-run ball game.
So looking at the schedule, North Hamilton hosts Bordentown tomorrow night. That's massive
Yep.
for the HIBOS. If they can win that, they hold on tonight, and that's starting to look better and better. If they hold on tonight, they pull within a half game if they win tomorrow night. But Hamilton's at Allentown tomorrow night, so they can at least jump a half a game ahead of Bordentown. And when it comes to Broad Street Park, they don't play. They've already played Hamilton twice, and they play again on July 16th to complete a suspended game that got about 1 inning. I was at that game, and it was like a absolutely monsoon that came. The clouds opened up, and it was nothing. So that'll be, almost a full game that they play on July 16th, and who knows? I mean, that could decide that final playoff spot. District playoff, I should say.
First pitch to Brandon Regas misses high from Tristan Bonilla. Starting to become crunch time here in New Jersey American Legion baseball. 1-0 breaking ball in there for a strike from Bonilla.
Bedtime here at Veterans Park. The rate this game's going.
Giuliano out at second after his RBI double. Back-to-back doubles for North Hamilton after Aiden Lipman ripped one.
9, Tristan Bonilla.
Bonilla pitching from the left side. Couple of checks on the runner at second base. Now fires at home. This one popped up. Shallow second base, shallow right field. Drifting back at an awkward catch by the second baseman, Luke Harris, but he's able to stay with it. Out number 2 for Broad Street Park as Shane Salmon steps in now.
Batting the second baseman, number 12, Shane Salmon.
These two meet again this Sunday, as we said earlier. And let's see, North Hamilton, do they get to play Allentown again? No, they play Heightstown. They play Lawrence. So they will not have a head-to-head with Allentown remaining. They do have Bordentown tomorrow. And let's see. Broad Street Park.
Swing and a miss from Salmons. It's
and
0-2.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Broad Street Park will be in
What
action
noise
tomorrow
back
as
there?
well. Taking on Trenton, 5:45 first pitch for Broad Street Park tomorrow. Same for North Hamilton against Bordentown. Busy stretch for a lot of these teams, especially with those makeups. We had all 4 games in action on Tuesday get suspended in the middle of it, and only one of them got past the second inning. So,
And you see so many games suspended in Legion because you know how it is in the summer. I mean, you could start a game in full sunshine, and like after 3 innings, all of a sudden it's pouring rain with these thunderstorms.
fly ball, shallow center field, racing in on it now after he was tracking back is A.J. Maddalena, and he's able to get to the spot to make the catch for the final out of the frame. Giuliano stranded at second base, but not before he drives in another run for the HIBOS. North Hamilton leading it 9-4, 3 outs away from a victory over Broad Street Park. Stick with us for the 7th inning right here on the WBCB Sports Network.
Introducing our all-star used car lineup exclusively at Team Toyota of Langhorne, featuring popular late-model low-mileage used cars. Like this 2025 Corolla, you own it for only $299 a month. Or a hard-to-find 2024 Highlander, own it for only $599 a month. With over 130 used Toyotas in stock, we have a lineup to fit your lifestyle and your budget. You'll love being part of the team. Pick your all-star used car at teamlanghorne.com.
We go to the 7th inning at Bob DeMeo Field at Veterans Park. North Hamilton leading Broad Street Park 9-4. It's a pretty close game for much of it until the bottom of the 5th inning when 3 runs came across the score for North Hamilton to make it an 8-4 game. Then they added another one last inning to make it 9-4, their largest lead of the day. Top of the order due up for Broad Street Park, but a lot of damage has to be done to get back into this ball game.
Yeah, they took a 5-3 lead in the 4th, and then Broad Street came back right away, got a run to make it 5-4. And yeah, that key 5th inning when they put, well, as you mentioned, 3 runs up, and that's kind of a gut punch. You know, you get within 1, and you figure, all right, we're within 1 now. You know, we can get them on, get them over. We can tie this thing up over the next 2 innings. Next thing you know, you're down 4. Now you're down 5.
Yeah, the big hit in the 5th for North Hamilton was a 2-run single off the bat of Mike Septak.
You know, you really got to give Kostribi a lot of credit in that last inning, because he could have got down on himself after, you know, making the bad throw and then not coming up with that tapper, and he didn't. He went the other way. He bore down. He remained focused, and he got the 2 strikeouts. That's a great job.
Kostribi back out there to try to get the final 3 outs of this one.
Yeah, and again, his job in this inning is the same as it was the last. Throw strikes. Don't let him get on any freeway. You're not doing that so far.
First 2 pitches of the inning, balls to Chris Whalen.
Yeah, he was ahead of everybody in that last inning.
(2-0) taken up and away by Whalen. Hit by pitches last time up. Whalen scored twice.
This is the last thing you want to do is walk the leadoff guy, and you know that gives them a little life. Oh, there's a strike.
Yep. Whalen takes that one, catches the inside part of the plate.
I think Whalen might take another one.
Kostribi working quickly here, and this one a hack.
Wrong again.
Couple of bounces to shortstop, picked up by Lipman over to first in time.
A little surprised he didn't take another one. You know, even if the count's full, you still got life. See if you could try to coax that walk.
Shortstop, number 11, Anthony
Whalen
O'Rourke.
retired for the first out of the inning, and Anthony O'Rourke will step in. 0 for 3 today is O'Rourke from the 2-hole.
Well, this is a pretty solid effort by North Hamilton here today. This will be their 8th win in 10 games if they hold on, and keeping the pressure on the front runners. Well, as we mentioned, a good mix of some veterans from college and some younger guys from JV, and they're coming up big this year. And you know, they did a nice job today. They got some pretty good pitching. Giuliano pitched pretty well. He victimized by an error in that 1 inning. For the most part, did well. They got offense when they needed it. Got some clutch hits. If it sounds like I'm wrapping it up, it's because I am. I told Andrew I'm leaving when there's 2 outs, so this is my synopsis.
Fish trying to beat this Veterans Park traffic.
Yeah, that 1 road out of here.
That one fouled back by Anthony O'Rourke.
Plus, it's always dark when I go back to my car. I got to walk real careful.
Yeah.
It's just like uneven ground.
I popped the cell phone camera light on there. Give yourself some vision.
Nah. I like the challenge.
Like, you're going to risk it?
Gonna risk it. If you hear me screaming, you'll know what happened. But you probably won't come out till the game. Although you've been with me with one other disaster at Trenton High.
Yeah.
When I hit the deck on that chair.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that sure did. Oh, man. I'd like to go back and listen to that.
3-2, look out. Hot shot toward the first base dugout. Yeah, if you want to go back and listen, fine folks listening at home, go check it out. I believe it was Trenton High and Robbinsville was that game.
Yeah, that's right. Chair just collapsed beneath me out of nowhere. All of a sudden, the broadcast went into a complete tizzy.
3-2 hit the opposite way to the right side for O'Rourke, and it's going to be a throw out of the hand of Shane Salmons that goes all the way to the backstop.
Just a complete lack of focus there.
Yeah, just a nonchalant gathering.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
And hustling down the line, got to give O'Rourke some credit for forcing that bad throw. And a base runner for Broad Street Park. That keeps Fish with us for at least one more batter.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
A.J. Madalena steps in.
Fielder number 2, A.J. Madalena.
Takes a hack at the first pitch, fouls it back.
You know, I could have lied to you and told you I got to get out of here. I got to pick somebody up at the airport.
That's very true. I wouldn't have questioned it.
Nope, I'm just flat out telling the truth. When I don't have to cover a game for the Trentonian, I'm skedaddling if I can.
One misses outside from Shane Cost-Reeby.
With my luck, it'll become the greatest comeback
big
of MCALL history, and you'll be here all by yourself, all Vince Scully like.
One out comeback. This one fouled out of play. Count runs to 1-2. Madalena got to dig in here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. O'Rourke leading off the first. And Cost-Reeby gives him a breaking ball. Again, a piece of it is Madalena, but into the glove of Babkowski for strike 3, out number 2.
Adios, my friend.
And that'll do it for Rich Fisher.
Good luck on this last third of an inning.
All right, Fish, we appreciate it. Always a pleasure to be with the Hall of Famer, Rich Fisher. Apologies for those slight technical difficulties there. Back in action, though. 4-pitch walk issued to A.J. Zuccarello. 2 aboard now for Broad Street Park as they try to scratch out, I should say, a 2-out rally. Down to their final out here. Daniel Tazi will step in 0 for 2 with a walk. Takes the first pitch ball. Shane Cost-Reeby in his 2nd inning of relief after Matt Giuliano went through 5 innings for North Hamilton. 1-0 catches the top of the zone for strike to Tazi. Not a ton of action on the base paths for Broad Street Park in this game. They've stranded 5. So that one misses outside. And they have just 4 hits compared to the 10 for North Hamilton. That one fouled back off the bat of Tazi. Count runs even at 2-2. Well, Shreby takes a look at the runner at second, now fires the 2-2 home, misses outside. Final out of the game, proving to be tough to get for North Hamilton. Count is full, runners will take off on the pitch. This one, fly ball, popped up on the right side, picked up by the second baseman, Sammons. And now we'll retire the side and end things here at Veterans Park. It's North Hamilton able to hang on for that 9-4 victory. A good win all around for the HIBOS, as they now improve to 12-4 on the year. They match Allentown's total for the most wins in the Mercer County Legion League with 12. Allentown with the game in hand, though, with 12-3 record, and Bordentown with 11-2, still up there atop the standings, but North Hamilton right there with them. And North Hamilton has a massive game coming up tomorrow night at Nottingham High School against the first place Bordentown post-26 squad. 5:45 first pitch for that one. But a big win for North Hamilton as they take a 9-4 victory over Broad Street Park. Broad Street Park drops to 7-8 on the season. And they'll try to turn around and regroup quickly for a game against Trenton tomorrow night at Hamilton High West. First pitch scheduled for 5:45 on that one. That'll wrap up this broadcast, though, on the WBCB Sports Network. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. And a big shout out to our crew tonight, a 5-man crew we had. Our intern, Anthony Familaro, our cameraman, Makai Gundy, and our video engineer, Colin Summer. With Rich Fisher and Andrew Myers signing off from Veterans Park. Once again, your final score, 9-4, North Hamilton defeats Broad Street Park. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel here on WBCB Sports Network and click that bell to get notifications. Little League action coming up the rest of the week. We'll have plenty for you right here on the WBCB Sports Network. Thanks for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Take care.